I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he's falling again.
Coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Atlanta. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
First carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 18-yard line.
Here's Gurley. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down at the...
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles in the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the turnover, it's Tua. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 56 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Ryan going to get this complete to Hurst. And he's got this down to the 35. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
At the 15-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He was brought down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 3rd down, Ryan. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons.
For the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is Jakeem Grant. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
And on the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, you see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
31-yard line. That's the end of the 1st quarter.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
They do go for it. It's Tagovailoa. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Down.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. The throw over the middle, taken in. It'll be a pickup of 15, as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now Gurley. Off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The 21-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
4-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Gurley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. Here's 3rd and goal now from the 9. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And did the offense get it back? They did. And 1-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
For the Falcons.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Taken in the end zone. Oh, what a move. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that's factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On play action, here's Tua. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Antonio Callaway, 60 yards. Now the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Complete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They go play action now. Ryan looking deep for Julio. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Tua, the final shot before half. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Tua. That's taken in by Callaway. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
11 yards.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
To Devontae Parker. A gain of 7. And the Dolphin first down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown.
Devontae Parker. Touchdown.
Devontae Parker, 26 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after it.
Is intercepted. Picked off by Jones. Now the return stops just a few field. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
47-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start on the ground with Breida. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. From left side complete. It's Grant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And that's Grady Jarrett, who forced his way through to register the sack. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete right around the 8. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Tua on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I would kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. Back now in Atlanta. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got him the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right. So he's got a man. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. 11 yards there, 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to let it go deep. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Antonio Callaway, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
The Dolphins are lining up for
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QB is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the
Falcons 12. Jason Sanders to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The dangerous Hill now to return. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
The ball carrier, Byron Jones, brought him down. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Another carry now for Gurley. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
The 46-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.